Now, I know there are a lot of people that come September, they are like in full fall mode. I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. I am still kind of clinging on to a bit of summer, but also excited for a bit of fall. You know, like I want to find a good blend. So I was so excited when Aleisha from Aleisha's Budget Beauty reached out to me to see if we could collab again, a trifecta of a collab this time, on some summer into fall transitional fragrances. I think this is perfect because I know that I have some fragrances that I loved using this summer that I'm still going to use, and some that I think that would blend really well, and some things that I think are fallish yet can still work in warm weather. Because I will tell you, you know, in Wisconsin, it's still been in the upper 70s into the 80s. Today it's actually in the 60s. So we're getting fall vibes today, but it's still been pretty warm. So I was so excited when Aleisha said that we were going to be collabing with my friend Cara from Frizzen Fragrance. So today the three of us are going to be sharing our favorite transitional scents with all of you. Now I will let you know this video is a bit chaotic. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. I am keeping it real, so I hope that you are along for the ride. I believe I have 10 fragrances and an honorable mention to talk to you about today. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos, including more fragrance. All three of us are major fragrance nerds, so I cannot wait to see what the other ladies have in store for their recs. I will make sure to have their videos linked down below as well. Now, if you have come over from one of the other ladies' channels, I would love for you to say hi down below in the comments. Please let me know what you're going to be wearing as we change seasons. I would absolutely love to hear. Like I said, I just love hearing about fragrance, so please share with the community as well. But without further ado, let's get into my top picks for transitional fragrances. All right, so of course, right as I'm about to start talking, they start up the heavy equipment again. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. It's a busy day today. I can't ask Jeremy to stop working. I'm not even sure what they're doing out there. So you're just gonna have to deal with listening to me ramble about fragrance as he is out there driving a tractor around as he passes the window. All right. So I don't necessarily have these in any specific order. I am mostly, if anything, I've sort of gone from the most summery into the most fall. But that being said, any of these can be worn at any time throughout this transitional season. So let's first start off. I want to talk about this one. This might have been in my summer fragrance picks, but you guys, I just have to talk about this one because I think it's going to be great on its own this season, but I think it's also a great way if you are like me and right now you're sort of like hanging on to the summer vibes. You know, you're like, I'm still just really enjoying that summer feel. This would be a great one to layer with so many other scents. I want to talk about Heretic Dirty Coconut. This is just such a creamy, adult, sexy coconut. It is like not sunscreen. It is not pina colada. It is not overly sweet. And I think that's what it is. This is a creamy yet dry coconut. It's not super sticky. And I think that this could be added to any of your fall fragrances to sort of keep some of those summer vibes. Like whether it's a floral, I could see this being kind of fun in a floral, whether it's a woody fragrance, like a vanilla, any of them. I think it would really work well. So to look at the notes here, we have the top notes of cedar, vanillin, which is derived from clove. You have coconut CO2 in the heart, and the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla absolute, and ambrettalloid. So this, again, it's just take everything that you love about coconut, but make it drier, make it a little cooler, less like in the sun on a sweaty day, and just more like beach, cool beach vibes, like a beach in, you know, mid-September at night. Oh, smells so good. Definitely going to be wearing this one throughout the season. All right, this next one is another one that I think a lot of people have worn this summer. It came out this summer, and I think that it's one, I know I was really excited for it. It's funny because I lost it temporarily. That is part of why I put it in here, because gosh darn it, I'm going to be getting some more use out of this, but also I think this is a fruity fragrance that definitely transitions into fall. We're going to talk about Commodity Juice. I have the expressive version. And what it is for me, it's the rhubarb in here that makes this fall appropriate. It's like, it's got that little bitter tang that really gives this that fruity fall vibe, you know? So let me pull up the notes on here. Can I just say, all of these websites, like the brand websites, which by the way is where I always get my notes from, I have found that like Fragrantica, while it's cute to have all of the little like imagery, they miss notes and sometimes they put in ones that aren't listed through the brand. So I just always go to the brand. But the first notes that you get out of this are raspberry pulp and strawberry. Oh, where I was going with this is commodities. They're just hard to screenshot, so it makes it really annoying. But anyway, the first notes are raspberry pulp and strawberry, and then you get the Bulgarian rose and the cyclamen, and finally it dries down with amberwood and rhubarb. And that's exactly how this goes. Like, you get fruit at the beginning, definitely that raspberry and strawberry. Then I get that floral. That rose is really there. So you do have to like rose to like this. I also enjoy the amberwood at the end because that's really what you get in the dry down of this. It's just like creamy, really nice. But again, you do have to like a little bit of floral note because you definitely get that from this. So another fragrance that has a similar note to it, we're talking about strawberry, but this one is very different. I don't know. I've been living the strawberry life this summer, I feel like, and I am going to enjoy kind of like transitioning that into fall. So here we have a scent from Imaginary Authors, and this is Cape Heartache. Now, if you like a green woodsy fragrance, this is really going to be lovely. I think that I might try one day cocktailing the two of these because I think that would go well together. This is definitely more green, earthy. It's almost like I get the smell of the strawberry plant more than like cut strawberries or strawberry juice. You definitely get more of the plant from this. So this has notes of Douglas fir, pine resin, western hemlock, vanilla leaf, raspberry, old growth, and mountain fog. So of course, Imaginary Authors puts in a couple of those notes that are more like scent vibes rather than olfactive notes in general. But this is definitely a niche fragrance. You really have to like the scent experience to like this one because, again, this is like walking through the garden, walking through the strawberry patch, like walking up in the woods. It gets a little of that like sappy, resiny, woodsy note at the end. It is definitely unisex. I would say you have to be ready for something that almost gets a little bit masculine at the end of this. Again, I'm really going to be excited to pair these two together because I think juice is going to bring out the strawberry in this a little bit more, while the greenness of this keeps it really fun and fresh for fall and very fall appropriate. Just like those like damp, mysterious. If there could be a grungy fragrance, this would be it, in a good way. I don't know if I sold that one to you, but if you're curious, I would definitely recommend getting a sample to try because it's a unique one. I think Cara has this too. All right, this fragrance is one that is so unique in my collection. I have actually considered buying a backup bottle of it because I'm not sure what's going on, but I've seen it discounted in a couple of places. So I'm like, are they getting rid of this? I'm not sure, but I love this one so much. I've talked about it before. I've talked about all of these before, obviously, but this is Replica Matcha Meditation. Oh, this just smells so good. I'm telling you, there are a lot of matcha scents out there. I feel like, you know, it's just sort of like the it girl right now, but this is the one that I have tried and absolutely love. So good. So looking at the notes, we have the top notes of bergamot, mandarin, and green tea accord. You know, I do get a little bit of the mandarin when I know it's in there. You get a bit of citrus at the beginning. Like it's almost like the citrus in a warm tea. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, definitely that like bergamot-y vibe. Then I definitely get the green tea. And to me, this is absolutely that beautiful, earthy green tea without being overly bitter, without being overly grassy. It's so great. The middle notes are orange flower, jasmine, and matcha. You know what? I don't really get a lot of florals from this. I really don't. Like orange flower can be so like, jasmine can be sometimes too. So it's very, very soft in here. The matcha, you really get the most beautiful, again, green, crisp matcha. Oh, it's so good. Then the base notes are benzoin, moss, and white chocolate. So when I hear about scents that have white chocolate in it, I think it's going to be like sickly sweet, you know, like some celebrity fragrance that just smells like saccharin. You know what I mean? That's not what you get. To me, it almost gives it that lactonic vibe. This really is a matcha latte. Like you get that. Okay, so one of my softbox bulbs just burnt out. So it's going to be a little dark in here. This is crazy. We're just going to keep going. Is it all right if we keep going? It just means that it's going to be a little dark. Oh my God. I really want to get this collab up. I want to get this video up. And so we're just going to keep going with it. Anyway, this is definitely a very lactonic, just beautiful scent. I love this. If you like matcha lattes, if you like green tea, I think you would like this. It isn't super floral to me, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a hard one to get your nose on maybe, but I absolutely love it. It's a fave of mine. Like I said, I'm really honestly thinking of getting a backup bottle of it if it is in fact going away because I don't want that to happen. It would make me very sad. All right, so in some good news, we have a moment of silence here. So let's talk about a couple Dua fragrances. So this one was in my first haul. This is Cherry Hookah, and this is a Vice Bomb dupe. I really think that this is going to be a great one for this transitional time because it is sweet. You get that cherryness, but there's something sexy, kind of mysterious about this. I'm going to love wearing this one like this time of year, fall, winter. I think this is going to be a great one to layer as well. So the notes in this are dark cherry, red fruits, salty caramel, vanilla cream, pink sugar, lang lang, precious woods, tonka beans, and amber. Okay, so when I think about salty caramel and pink sugar, I think this is going to be hella sweet. It is sweet. It definitely is sweet, but more of that like cherries, more of like, okay, if you get a cherry dessert, like a cherry crumble or something like that, and you know how the cherry at the edges sort of gets like really caramely and not quite burnt, but it has that like extra richness. That's what I get out of this. Oh my God, it smells so good. The tonka is just enough. It's not powdery, not too powdery anyway. Oh my God, I'm excited. So here's the thing. I actually went to grab this other fragrance and accidentally pulled out the cherry hookah. And I was like, oh my God, yes, this one too. I have to put both these in here. So this one I just recently talked about in my most recent Dua haul. This is Pomme Trompe on the rocks. This is a dupe for Kilian's Apple Brandy on the rocks. This is going to be so great for this season because you get some bright fruit out of it, but lots of woodsiness and a little bit of booze. So let's see here. We have cardamom, bergamot, rum, apple, pineapple, brandy, vanilla, moss, ambroxan, and cedar. Now, if you want to know my thoughts on this dupe compared to the actual Kilian Apple Brandy on the Rocks, I will leave that video linked down below in case you want to check out that video that I did. But this is going to be great for this time of year because, again, of that woodsiness. Like, I just think you've got some bright fruit in here. I mean, green apple, pineapple, and you've got the woods. Like, what more could you want? Like, this is totally walking. Okay. You're walking through an apple orchard. It's cool and crisp outside, but you are sipping on apple cider with a bit of caramel in it. That's what I get out of this. The breeze is cool. It's a total vibe, and I am here for it. Now, here's a fragrance that is possibly going to challenge what most people think of as stereotypical summer into fall fragrances, because I don't think many people think about cocoa. But I want to talk to you about Gilded Fox. Now, I will say I don't really hear many people talk about Penrose fragrances anymore, and this one, oh, this one is so nice. This was my first, maybe I purchased two at the same time, but I'm pretty sure that this was my first fragrance from the brand. Think of, okay, I think of, what is that old school ice cream shop, like, you know, soda fountain, like a chocolate, what did they call that? Chocolate soda? It definitely has like chocolate soda vibes. It is effervescent, definitely like bubbly, sparkly, cocoa, creamy. So good. Absolutely so good. So chocolate soda, is that what they called it? Anyway, the notes in this are cocoa spice, coffee, cardamom, black pepper, and bergamot at the top. Then we have the heart notes of neroli, iris, jasmine, clove, and rose. And the dry down is buttered rum, vetiver, cedar, musk, caramel, and amber. All right, I'm going to be honest. I feel like the notes make this sound more complex than it is. I don't really get many florals from this. I get the spices for sure, like the clove, the cardamom. I don't get a lot of coffee. Like, I think the coffee just enhances the cocoa. To me, this is that dry cocoa, not like overly sweet chocolate. It's dry cocoa and a little bit of like Tootsie Roll, but not in a bad way. It's definitely so sparkly though. Like, I think of this as like cocoa powder, maybe a little bit of chocolate sauce in some sparkling water with some spices and just the tiniest bit of vanilla ice cream to cream it all out. By the way, the packaging is different now. I am glad that I have this gilded bottle for Gilded Fox, but the packaging now is clear. I just love this. It's so unique. It's cocoa, but dry enough that I can wear it this time of year. Not overly sweet, but sweet enough. It's like an effervescent gourmand. We're gonna go with that. Penrose, if you wanna sponsor me with your effervescent gourmands, hit me up. All right, I recently ordered a Navitus like scent sampler, and the day that I did it, they were offering a free Vivamore scent sampler with it. And I was like, okay, let's do this. I've seen both of these brands. I've been so curious to try them. Let me tell you, there are a couple scents in this Vivamore. I haven't even broken into the Navitus yet. Is that funny? But there are a couple scents in this Vivamore collection that are going on my wish list, like directly to wish list. This is one of them. By the way, if you'd like to see me do a review of that entire set, let me know. But this is Tea Temptation, and this is so nice. I actually have it on one arm today. So let me give you the notes of this. We have Calabrian bergamot and violet leaf absolute. The heart notes are Darjeeling Earl Grey tea and Guatemalan cardamom. The base notes are white musk, mandarin blossom, ambrette seeds, and Haitian vetiver. So I am always looking for a tea-inspired scent, and most of the time I'm disappointed. Matcha Meditation is one of the very few that I've really enjoyed, but there is something about this Tea Temptation. It is good. It is like earthy, and by earthy, I guess I mean like almost green, herbal, without being like over the top. This one is so good. I mean, you can look at some of the notes here. We have bergamot and violet leaf right at the top. You definitely get that burst of the freshness, the herbal notes. You get that Earl Grey tea. I love Earl Grey tea. And you definitely get that in this. The cardamom really gives it that spicy, almost bitter note. I like that the white musk is in here. It sort of softens it out. I love ambrette in fragrances. This is so good. This is definitely one that is going on my list. Like, at this point, I have so much fragrance. So anything that I get needs to either have some crazy scent memory, like be something that's going to be super fun, or just so unique in my collection that it's not like anything else. And Tea Temptation is that for me. I don't have anything else in my collection that smells like this. So this one is definitely one that I will be picking up in a full size at some point. Here is another scent that I got in a smaller size that at some point when I am done with this, I will absolutely pick up a larger size. This is Confessions of a Rebel Bite Me. I've talked about this one before. Again, there's something unique to this, and it's so fun. It's hella sexy, yet flirty and youthful, sort of like fun sexy. Not someone who's a badass, but also doesn't take themselves too seriously. We'll go with that. So we have strawberry, red apple, vanilla orchid, jasmine, and golden rum. So it is a gourmand, but not one that smells like something baked in the oven. You get the fruitiness, the creaminess, and the booziness, but there's no like baked good element to this that I think a lot of gourmands have. I'm glad that there isn't a ton of spice in this because I think that would take this into more of like a baked good vibe. So good. Yummy. That's all I have to say. Yummy. I really like it. It is a bit strong, so this will be more, that's why this one's more towards the end of the set, because I don't think that like right now in Wisconsin, it's like, it's going to be 80 degrees out this week, I think. So, you know, this is not an 80-degree fragrance. It definitely would need to be in like the 70s. This could be cool evenings kind of vibe. So fun. Absolutely a great one. Definitely a must try. If you like creamy, fruity scents, I would give that one a go. All right, this one is interesting because this scent, parts of it remind me of another fragrance that I don't really care for, but there's enough added notes in here that it really is something that I like, and I think it's going to be great for this time of year. So this is another one that I got from Scentbird, and this is Scents of Wood, Orange, and Chestnut. So right away, when I spray this, I actually get a little bit of Love Don't Be Shy, which I've talked about from Kilian, and I was like, I don't understand why people like it. To me, it smells like royal icing. It smells just like cheap, sugary kind of vibes, and I get a little bit of that like airy sugar, you know, like I want to say powdery sugar, but I don't mean it smells like powder. I mean, it smells like powdered sugar, you know, that like light thing. But you get enough of that orange, a little bit of floral in here. It is airy enough that I could wear it in the summer, but woodsy enough that I want to wear it in the fall. Does that make sense? Hopefully. So Scents of Wood only has a big, long description on their website. So I'm just going to call out the notes here. So we have the sweet, invigorating aroma of orange flowers. Then we have an harmonizing base of cedarwood, heart, and amber extreme. So then we have orange flower absolute, neroli oil, and orange bigarade. It smells good, y'all. It smells good. If you like orange, if you like a little bit of that orange blossom, if you like something that's woodsy, it's really nice. The only thing is, as much as I love this, I don't know if I will spring for the full size when that one is gone, because this is one that really, it's like this time of year that I want to wear it. It's a little too fruity for me in the winter, and it's a little too woodsy for me in the summer. I guess I could layer it, but it is just so perfect for this time of year. However, it's so perfect for this time of year for $240 for 75 milliliters. So I would definitely have to catch a good sale. We'll see if I end up purchasing a full size. Luckily, I have quite a bit of this. I'm very happy to have gotten it in Scentbird. Honestly, sometimes, even though I might have paid the $10 extra, this was worth having because this is a really good amount for the price that I got it for. So like I said, this is an honorary mention here. Now, this is not one that is necessarily discontinued, but it is part of an archive. So, you know, I love my commodity. I have had Bois for a very long time. Long enough that this is in the old packaging. Now, if you don't know the history of commodity, the original brand was shut down at one point. And then they were purchased by another company that sort of revived the brand. And in doing so, that's when they started doing the scent spaces of some of the scents, which I absolutely love. I think it's such a great idea. They also have some archived scents that they had until recently all the time. And what they've decided to do is do small batches of the archive scents from time to time. So I want to talk about Bois because very clearly, oh, I don't know if you can see it there, but very clearly I love this one. I bought a backup of it when I got it on super sale, so I'm good for a while, but there's just something to this that I think so many people would enjoy. So I do want to make mention of it if you decide to keep an eye out. Don't go and buy it for like $1 bajillion on eBay or something like that. Just wait, because I'm sure the brand will be bringing it back. So if you like a good creamy woodsy scent, this is going to be for you. And I think that that's exactly what makes it so perfect for this time of year. Also, if you have this in your collection, this is just a reminder to bring this one out. So we have pimento berries, pink pepper, and angelica as the first notes, then orchid, freesia, and jasmine. And then finally, we have bois de cedar, Australian sandalwood, and vanilla. Again, here is what I get from this. I get the cedar and the sandalwood right in the front. So I wanted to say, if you like Juliet Has a Gun, Sunny Side Up, because that's one that I've talked about a lot, this is its sultry fall and winter cousin, because it's a little bit headier. It's not, I don't want to say it's not as fresh. It's more creamy. Like you definitely get quite a bit of sandalwood and cedar out of this. The vanilla isn't It doesn't smell like, oh my gosh, this is a woodsy vanilla. It's a creamy woods. There's a difference there. I think that the opening notes lend some freshness and some airiness to this. The pimento berries, the pink pepper. The florals in this are so light. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a floral fragrance when I wear this. I feel like I'm wearing creamy air. Like creamy, airy, woodsy vibes. I love this. I think that this is one that I can wear all the time in every season. Honestly, like this is one that, like, if I want something creamy in the summertime, I would pull this out. It is just so lovely. I just love this one. Yep, absolutely love it. I think it's one of those that I can also add to other fragrances to sort of mellow it out a little bit. Like if I'm like, I want a little something, but I don't want it to be too strong, I can put this on as the base layer and then just spritz a little bit of something else on, whether it's a more gourmand scent or it's something that's really woodsy or something that's fresh, but I want to make it a little like creamy woodsy. Anyway, it's a great layerable. I really enjoy it. It's also, I think, a fragrance for people who don't want something that's really fragrant. Like this is a good, sexy skin scent. Yes. Okay, we're gonna leave it off at that. It's been a day. If you have made it all the way through this video, leave a star emoji down below because you are a star. You are a rock star for getting through this shit show. But I love talking about fragrance and I absolutely wanted to do this collab. So I had to get this done. I had to get it done. The show must go on. Damn the lights, damn the noise. Hopefully I was able to edit some of the noise out. I hope so. Who knows? Maybe I'm refilming this video. Anyway, I cannot wait to see what. So thank you to Aleisha for asking me to do this video. This was a lot of fun, even though it was kind of hectic. It was a lot of fun. I really, I find sometimes it's a struggle as the season's starting to change. First of all, we have those fragrances that we want to like hang on to and still wear. And then we have the ones that we're excited to wear, but we're not sure if it's like time yet. So I think some of these could be, again, stand on their own. Some could be layered with scents that you already have. Let me know what your fave fragrances for this transitional time are. And again, I'll have the other videos linked down below. I cannot wait to see other favorites. I just love seeing what people love to smell like. All right, lovelies, that's going to be it. I'll see you really soon.